Hey the YouTube, GoodNude73 making another episode of Knife Talk, and today I'm going to be talking about Grails, as in your knife grail. Now what I mean by that is, in the online knife community, when you have a folder or even a fixed blade, any knife that's a grail, it is something that you really want, but for the most part is unattainable. Obviously a reference to the Holy Grail. Can't find it, always looking, maybe someday you will get it. Now, some people, I guess it depends on everything. For me, for a very long time, for a couple of years, a large Sebenza was my grail. It was a knife I wanted really badly, but I could get it, and I got one. Yay! But the thing that really there's two sort of schools of thought. There's a person that's looking for the perfect knife, where they're never satisfied. There's always one small thing that's like a knife will come close to them for being perfection, but there's nothing that's perfect. An example would be a friend of mine, 5x5.6. His grail is a 3.5-inch bladed titanium, full titanium handle, titanium frame lock, with an opening hole, round hole, and made in the USA. It doesn't exist. So he's always trying to find the perfect knife. So there's people like that. He's searching for something very specific, but it simply doesn't exist yet. It will probably exist eventually, but currently he wants a production knife like that, and it's not available. Then you have some people where they'll say, oh, the large Sebenza, that's my grail. And then they get it, and then it's, oh, the Kershaw tilt, that's my grail now. Then they get the tilt, and oh, now my new grail is a small Sebenza. Oh, now that I have that, I'll sell all these and I'll get my new grail, this, They're always switching between, which to me doesn't make sense, If you have a grail, it's usually either one or a few knives, not, it's kind of hard to call it a grail, I've seen some people do that. But for me, this is sort of as good as it gets, if it came down to it, this would be the knife I'd have in my pocket for the rest of my life, because to me it is just perfect. It does everything I like. It is just that good for me. And if really in a realistic situation, I'd just buy other large Sebenzas, But there are other knives that I like, that I've sort of got before I got this, that I still like. Like, I really like my Kershaws, I really like my Spydercos, all that jazz. So I'll probably get other knives besides large Sebenzas, because they are pricey. This would be about a year to a year and a half to save up to get each time. So that's very few knife buying, but then you're buying what you want. So, basically, I think it's funny how people will switch between, they'll buy a knife they consider their grail, then they'll sell it to buy a grail that's probably more expensive, and so on and so forth, until they have a very, very expensive knife. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found that informative. Just sort of an almost mini rant about grails. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support, the views, and the requests. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.